played football your entire life to play in games like this.
Yeah.
How special is it?
No, for sure, man. This is what it's all about, and just being in big moments with a good team, two great teams that's going at it. This is what you live for. This is what you work so hard in the off season for. And at the end of the day, this is not the end goal. You know what I mean? So we still got a lot to do and a lot to prove. So this is just a one step in that right direction.
You've talked a lot about how this team's come together. But
Yeah.
you guys seem really close. What's the secret sauce with this team versus other teams you've played on?
I can't really put my finger on it, man. Just guys just buying in with one another, you know what I mean? And just that brotherhood. I don't know how it builds, but it's just organic here, and guys love each other. The guys play for one another, and I feel like that's what's caused some of the success, you know what I mean? That's part of it. Once you're playing 10 times harder for a guy because you know what he has off the field, it makes you grow closer as a team, and that's what we need in this time of the year.
Can you talk about how difficult it is going up against a quarterback like Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, it's real difficult, man. He could do pretty much anything. He escapes a lot of trouble with his feet, with his arm now. He's done a lot of great things with his arm this year, and just to be able to corral him up front, that's going to be our main goal, trying to make him as uncomfortable as possible so those guys in the back end could cover up. And they got dynamic receivers, dynamic running backs, so it's going to be a challenge for us as the whole defense, and we're excited about it because at the end of the day, this is, like I said, it was those games you live for, those games you play for. So I know they're going to bring it, we're going to bring it as well.
Last game of 2023. How important is it to end on a good note?
End the year on a good note, man. End the calendar year on a good note for sure. And going to 2024 with everything we want right in front of it. But it starts by doing it day by day, and that's what we focused on is today, which is Wednesday, finishing off strong and be back at it tomorrow.
It's day by day, game by game, but it's hard not to get those late December feels with so much on the line. How do you guys balance that out? I mean, you got to be excited heading into this just for the feel that you're getting involved.
For sure. You understand the magnitude of things, but at the end of the day, it's like that's what makes this job so hard. It's like the physical part. Everybody's good physically. Everybody's good, you know what I mean? But it's that mental part of locking in on what you have to do because this is a Wednesday on December 8th, 27th, So it's so many things ahead of you, but you got to focus on what's in front of you right now, and that's what we've been trying to do, man, and that's been working out for us.
Got a couple guys on the defense that are former Ravens. Sean, Zach, any tidbits that they've given you on stuff to look for?
Not necessarily tidbits, but those guys playing with an extra little bit of motivation because that's where they started their careers, and that's I had the same thing. We played Denver. Alec had the same thing. We played Vegas, and you always got that little fire under you because it's where you started. But I know those guys, man. They're gonna do exactly what we need them to do. Not anything outside of the ordinary. Just be ballers like they are, and I know they living up for the moment. It's going to be a good moment for this whole team.
Bradley, I know you guys don't talk about this stuff and don't think about it, but you guys are the leading sack unit in franchise history with 2 more games to play. How big is that kind of accomplishment for this collective group?
It's dope, man. It's dope just knowing the guys we got in the room, man, and seeing how we started to cohese together, man. And early in the year, we could tell we were good, but we didn't know how good we were going to be. And guys just start buying in, playing with each other, rushing off each other, kind of, like I said, letting just happen organically, man. And you see the success. Like you say, you kind of so honed in on the process, you forget to look up sometimes and see the things that you've done. So it's cool to have that accomplishment, but we know we're not finished yet, and we want to set that mark even higher.
How much is the coverage an assist for you guys?
I tell those guys all the time, it's a huge assist, man. Having all those guys back there, is intimidating names, faces, bodies, all that, man. Just seeing the quarterback having to double pump and, step up a little bit. You got guys that push up the middle, and it just makes our job so much easier, man. Working together, and, those guys, I know they want the picks and stuff like that and all that, but it's going to come. I feel like it's one of those things that we're hot right now, but when we really need them, those guys are going to get hot as well when it comes to those type things. So working together, man, it's been dope for sure.
When you're in that split second before making a tackle on Lamar, what is going through your brain about how to make sure you corral him and get him down, knowing he's so slippery?
Yeah, man, you got to focus big time on finishing, you know what I mean? And that's been kind of the theme of my year, man, and it's kind of something I've been trying to work on and not get so frustrated with, but at the end of the day, man, I just got to go out there and the next opportunity I get and finish. So that's the main thing this week, man. For myself, for this defense, it's going to be the word finish, man, for real.